screen?
I will. Once
Okay.
Once I get that there, I want to get this first, though.
Okay.
So that way I can make sure what's going is going here. All right, so let me check.
Let's see if we're...
I'm going to check the settings. Hey, folks. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and I am here with wife Amy, and we are just getting a couple of things set up here. So hang on just a second, and we shall make sure that things are working the way that they're supposed to. So I'm just checking here.
Because unlike last week...
Yes, I did not hit record.
He did not hit record prematurely.
A premature recordiation or something.
What?
I don't know. I try not to figure that part out.
So yeah, he's working on what he works. That's better. A little bit.
Yeah, it is a little better. Okay,
yeah.
So I shall check that, and I'm going to try one other thing here, which may or may not do something. We shall see. Let's see, bandwidth. Okay, that's up all the way. See, that's part of the fun of the pre-show. You get to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff as we try to...
But see, it's clear over there.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's just because
it may just be us.
It just might... We just might be a little fuzzy.
Yeah, so it's totally clear over there.
All right, well, we'll check it out. That's good. Let me shift this over to us, and we are close up.
Yeah, we are very close. Let's not do that.
Mr. What was the name? I'm ready for my close-up. Who was it?
All I can think of is The Miz now.
The Miz.
Awesome.
Yeah, that wasn't who I was working.
Yeah, I know.
About.
That's a wrestling thing.
Yeah. So let me put this here. Let's see. That's actually good like that. Let me get the bottom third going, and I think we're going to be ready to rock and roll. We have got quite the show tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, this is going to be good. We're going to see if you guys are up for the challenge. And let me get this up for the pre-show. But welcome to the patron pre-show. And it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you believe Christmas is in 2 weeks?
Don't remind me. I haven't bought. Well, I already know what I'm going to get my brother and his wife. I know what we're getting them.
See, I love that when you're married. Because it's like she knows what we're getting them. Okay.
And I know what we're doing for Mom and Dad.
Awesome.
You know, I've already told you. The date night thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
there's a reason.
Yeah, we have date night every Friday night.
Yes, we do.
And unless something really pressing comes up, like
or after, haha.
For family or an emergency or whatever, we normally have date night on Friday nights.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
Right.
So my sister-in-law and my brother, they don't ever get that.
Ever. They have kids.
They have two very small children.
Yes.
So my dad is about as romantic as a tree stump. So he doesn't ever do date night. Ever. I don't think he's done a date with my mom since they got married.
Well, you're
almost 50 years ago.
Amanda has my sister-in-law has literally lived vicariously through us.
Yeah, she'll text me, "Hey, where's date night?
Where's date night? Where are you going? What are you doing?" Yeah,
I'm like, dude, I gotta say, texting you on date night probably isn't the greatest idea, but I love her, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them gift cards for a date night.
Yes.
And obviously for my brother and sister-in-law, there'll be babysitting involved.
Yes.
But my dad and my mom will be thrilled. My dad will be like, what do I do? Which he comes in handy. Because
sir, let me explain
on
this
our
to you.
first date,
yes,
I walked in and he had flowers waiting for me, and all the waitresses were just beside themselves.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Flowers. So,
well, didn't I have it so that they brought them out when you came?
No, you had them in your hand.
Oh, that's right. It was in. That's right.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that those were there for when you were there. That's right.
Yeah.
It's so long ago.
Yeah, I remember you stood up and you handed me the flowers, gave me a kiss on the cheek, and said, "No, you didn't either."
No, I did not.
No, you didn't.
There was a very significant thing behind this too.
Yes. You did not give me a kiss on the cheek.
No, I gave you flowers though.
Yes, you did.
And then
we had a very nice meal.
It was very nice.
Sat by the fire.
Yeah, see, outside the restaurant was.
It was November, and
it was November.
This is swimming weather. He's about to freeze his butt
chilly
off.
out. It's chilly out. She forgot her coat.
I did.
So outside, so that we could have a little privacy, there was they have these like wood burning fire pits that you could sit by and sit around and talk. Well, it started getting later in the season, and there weren't that many people out, and it was nice, and we're cozy, and we're by the fire, and she's like, she's cold, so I gave her my coat, and she said,
and he is freezing to
She
death.
says, well, aren't you cold? I said, I'm from Michigan. This is practically swimming weather.
First date.
It was funny.
Yeah,
but it was good. It was
good.
very, very nice. Okay, so we have to tell them because they're kind of curious now as to...
No, they're not.
No?
I don't know. Are they?
They might be curious about when I actually did...
There's a bunch of boys in there, so...
When I actually did kiss you.
He actually asked permission to kiss me.
Yes. And this was actually unbeknownst to me, but beknownst to her. That was a clue to see if a person was, of upstanding type, character. At least she found out later, but that was one of the things was that if a guy was before just kissing her, he would ask, and that to me, that's how I was brought up. My mom would backslap me silly if I did not do things like bring flowers.
Yeah.
So that's just the way that I was brought up, and I still try to do stuff like that.
Yes.
Not as much, obviously. We're married, but I still try.
He does open the door for me, and he does do that.
Okay.
Which he should.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a gentlemanly thing to do.
Yes.
If my brother didn't do that,
I
would slap him.
Yep. So yeah, that's how. Now you know a little bit more about us than you probably ever thought you would. That's our first date that we were talking about. Yes, date night's very important for us.
Yes, it is.
We said from square one that no matter what, we would never stop dating.
Yep.
So every Friday is date night. That's when we go out.
And he still calls himself my boyfriend.
Yep, absolutely. That's really cool. All right, let's see some of the other cool stuff. Now that we digressed.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff coming up. 2 weeks for Christmas coming up. So we're going to talk a little about this later on in the show. We are not going to do a live show on Christmas Day.
No.
So what we are going to do is record a show before that and put it out on Christmas Day. So that's how we're going to do that. So we'll do it early on in the week or during the weekend or something. We will record a show that will go out Christmas Day. So you'll have your Thursday GeoSnippits program. So that will be there. And actually, we are tying in, and she actually does not even know this because... Of
course I don't. Because why?
She wasn't at the meeting.
Right.
Exactly. Tonight, we will talk about it. We are going to have... HeadHardHat's geocaching quiz tonight. And
I told you I didn't want to be quizzed.
And you're going to. It's going to be fun.
Oh.
You'll have help. So we'll work this out. So anyways, the way this is going to work is we are going to have a quiz, and you are going to be the ones, our viewers and listeners, are going to be the ones being quizzed. And what we want you to do is send us your score. We'll tell you how the points work. We want you to send in your score, and then just before we record the show, out of the scores that get sent to us, doesn't matter how many points you have, it really doesn't. It's just
this is already getting hard.
No, all you have to do is send in your score, and you're automatically entered for a prize.
Oh.
So what'll happen is, pre-recorded, we will pick a winner out of tonight's quiz that send in your scores. And we will tell on the recorded show on Christmas Day who wins the prize. Sound good? So we're still giving a prize away on Christmas. So that's how that's going to work. But you got to do the quiz and send it.
But we're not doing a live show on Christmas Day.
No, we're not doing a live show. and we'll pre-record
and
it.
it'll be that Amy looks weird because it's a pre-recorded show thing.
Yeah, she kind of has a rough time because
I do, because you guys aren't there.
You're not there in the chat
room. Yeah.
And she's like,
it's weird for
I
me.
don't know what to do.
I'm like, who do I talk to? He's like, me.
Why do I want to do that?
Why would I do that?
I'm around you all the time. Why would I do that?
Yeah, I don't have to do this to talk to you. So, could we just,
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So that's something that's a lot of fun with that.
Salty says 12.
12?
Yes.
Okay, 42, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Well, we'll explain the points and how that works. No, actually, there's going to be a leaderboard, believe it or not. For the people that send in,
oh my gosh,
we'll have a leaderboard out for
you clearly have too much time.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And this one's easy because we just ask the questions. We'll go.
Oh, I get to ask questions instead of answer them?
No, you got to answer them. See, that's the thing. You, in a scientific experiment,
this is not scientific.
You are what is referred to as the baseline. You are the person.
No, I am not.
I'm
referred to as a lot of things, but baseline is not it.
You are the baseline. You are the person that everybody else shall be judged.
Somebody said 4.
Hey, like I said, it's not the points.
Yeah, don't judge them against me, dude.
That's how it goes.
That's just not fair.
So now that we have
They're clearly smarter than me.
The new cluttered /
Oh, do you see my air plant?
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got now. This is camera 2, and for some reason on our end it's really out of focus, and I'm not quite sure why. But you get to see a little. We brought down a little lower so
I
that
like this view better.
She likes this view a little bit better. You still get to see stuff that's going on from a different angle because you don't want to see the same angle all the time. But you do see stuff that you never saw before, like some of the things just below Amy is like one of her coffee cup. You can see that. We've got the yellow ducky there that she's playing with, a little brown bear on the left side of the screen. Those are travel bugs we brought back from Rome. That we still got to get into a cache real quick. In the middle of the screen, you see the Alienware laptop, so a good plug for Alienware there. And the thing that looks like a cactus husk has a little Cindy Lou Who growth coming out of the top of it.
It's an air plant.
That's an air plant.
I love my air plant.
And just in front of that is my light bulb geocache, and actually at the bottom of it, you can't really see too well the definition. There's actually a nano in there.
Oh, maybe they can.
But that's how that works. In the background, we have, oh yeah, baby.
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Chris Moose! Happy holidays from Chris Moose. So yeah, all sorts of good
one
stuff.
Time.
That was it. I got one time to do it, and that's where I used it today. Awesome. So it's on the left side. You can see my almost spilled my coffee here. You can see my soundboard and other things that are going on. So yeah, good stuff. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Hate that freaking moose.
So one of the things that we did want to talk about today, we had, and I'm going to see if I can get, because I want to get his name right. In the Army is his alias for geocaching, but his actual
John Roots.
John Roots is the name for his actual name.
Yes.
Now, he sent in to us. He is actually stationed in Egypt right now.
Yes, he is.
And he's in the Army, literally.
He is a major at the U.S. Embassy.
And he is a fantastic person. And he has been telling us for quite a while now that he's going to get a box full of trinkets that he's going to have that we can give away as swag when we go geocaching, and it's from Egypt.
Mafia wife loved Christmas. She's digging Christmas.
All right.
Sorry, digressed.
Okay, good stuff. Hey, you got to have fans there. That's how it works. So anyways, John sent us a cool box, and it was so cool because I was working in here in the office yesterday, and Amy couldn't wait. All I do is
it had my name on it, too.
And so she starts giggling, and she starts going through the box, and all I hear is, oh, this is cool. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, my goodness, look at Andy. This is cool. I want this. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So John sent us a bunch of stuff, and we actually have a few things. We're going to show a couple of them in the show, but
Here's
got more
the
time.
letter with the explanations.
Yeah, we actually have more time
pages.
to talk during the pre-show, so that we're going to do a lot of that now. We'll show a couple of things in the actual show itself. So why don't you just go ahead? I'm going to let you take over, Amy, and just go ahead and tell them some of the different things that he sent.
He sent a whole box full of stuff, but this is some of the things. This is a cat fur. This is a pin of. Can you?
I will Vanna White for you.
Yes, of the United States and Egypt flags crossed, and that's the pin that you see a lot of the people at the U.S. Embassy wearing.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Employees.
Yeah, it's actually that. It's very cool.
It's actually that.
Yes, it is.
It is. These are.
Here, I'll take this up.
Yep. 2 magnets, this just refrigerator magnets or whatever, but
they're from Egypt.
But they're from Egypt, and I thought they were very, very gorgeous.
Yeah, the gold one is my favorite. I think I might be absconding that one.
Yeah.
And it's
like
just different of the hieroglyphics and different things of Egypt. Yeah,
absolutely.
But these are awesome.
Yeah.
And again, the entire purpose that he gave of all these things is to be used as swag.
He says you can do whatever you want to with them. They're yours, but I like to use them as swag. I'm like, I'm keeping some of this stuff.
We don't get stuff from Egypt all that often.
I've got nothing from Egypt.
Yeah, so this is really, really cool.
Now this one I really, really found cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is like a geocoin, except it's not trackable.
Right.
It is a military coin.
Yes, from Cairo.
Let me see. It says Department of State, United States of America on one side, and United States Embassy, Cairo on the other side.
This is gorgeous.
And you'll note that the flags are crossing on the coin as well.
Yeah, this is an embassy coin.
Yes.
Now, there are different ships in the Navy that do this as well. Matter of fact, this was one of the first to find prizes I had when I first started geocaching, was a Navy coin for a ship. This one was actually requested by John to please be put in our collection.
Yes.
Which we are proudly going to do behind us. So this will be going in. You'll see one of the changes you'll see starting in January is a little bit of the background's going to change a little bit, and that's because we now have a 6th box full of geocoins. So we are going to move all of them together closer.
All right.
And that will be part of the 6th box.
This is my favorite I think one of my favorites out of everything.
Okay.
This is real papyrus.
Yeah, this is actual parchment.
They still make it.
Yes. The graphics on this are astounding.
But
it's actual parchment that the art is put into place. And it is really, really beautiful work.
Yep.
So this is really cool.
There you go.
And there's several of them here. And for the people like here is of Tutankhamun.
It's hatch work.
Yeah.
And that's how they do papyrus.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and this.
And I don't know the significance of each of these. I'm going to actually look these up.
Yeah, we're going to have to look it up. But this last one is the alphabet, the hieroglyphic alphabet.
Hieroglyphic alphabet. I'll be darned.
Mm-hmm.
I never even knew what that was. So there you go.
So we're going to I want to put these in actual frames.
A frame. Yeah.
And a frame, a big frame, and hang it, but so they don't get messed up. But yeah, one of my favorite things, was that.
Was there anything else over there?
No, I believe that's
Some of the other things that he gave that we'll probably give out as swag, but we'll put a little information card in with it. There were some bracelets. And some earrings and some other things like that.
The bracelets were cute.
Were really cute, and it's just one of those things that how many times do you get to find something actually from Egypt? So again, we want to thank in the Army.
He sent us some coins.
Oh, coins too. Yes.
So change, like we'd have nickels and dimes and pennies.
Right,
and
actually an Egyptian coinage.
Egyptian change, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's kind of neat because I noticed stamped on one side of it says 1 pound.
Yep, which is equal to 14 cents here.
Okay, so yeah, that's really cool. I loved it. I was absolutely
I was so
surprised.
excited. I'm like, look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
The other one,
Can I have this?
the other one that he gave too that was kind of cool is nesting pyramids. So what you
Yes.
had is it starts off with the Sphinx as the smallest piece, and then it has a bigger pyramid that goes over that, a bigger pyramid that goes over that. It nests.
Yeah.
Until it's because I've seen Russian dolls like that as too with the nesting Russian dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Only this was Egyptian with pyramids.
He wanted to send us some sarcophagus figurines. The APA would not let him.
Yeah, Egypt sort of has this thing about letting actual artifacts leave the country without permission.
Yeah.
So they kind of said, no, we can't do that.
And the globe keychains.
Yep.
Apparently, the tour guides over in Egypt find it very humorous.
Funny, yes.
Humorous that Americans actually believe that aliens built the pyramids. That some believe
Ancient
that.
Aliens, the
And,
show.
Yeah, it says find the ancient alien theory very funny and surprised that Americans would buy into it. So yeah,
we buy into pet rocks, so I'm really not
I'm
surprised.
like, really? Yeah, my mom actually had a weather string.
You know it's raining when it's wet.
When it's wet.
You know
it's
it's
white,
windy
it's
when
snowing.
it's moving, it's windy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the U.S. Embassy Egypt coin, much like a geocoin but not trackable. I've collected military coins since I've been in the Army over
That is
25
awesome.
years.
That is awesome. Thank you again
So,
in the
yeah.
Army. That's just amazing. We love it. Anytime we
Yeah,
get stuff
I
like
was
that,
so
we will
excited.
show it off because that is just amazing stuff. And it just shows how cool it is to be part of a worldwide community like this.
Yep.
And geocaching just allows it. Okay.
Yeah, I've got stuff from Australia now.
Yeah.
Now Egypt.
Yeah. Keep it coming. We
I'm
love
a world traveler.
it. A world traveler that never left.
Vicarious.
Vicarious traveler.
Yes.
That is awesome. Okay, now some of the things that we're giving away tonight.
More importantly.
Actually,
we could do that.
we can go. What's that?
We could actually give those away as prizes.
We can work that out.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to do that, absolutely. Okay, let's go over what we are giving away tonight, though. The prize that we're giving away for this week's show, for episode 92, is going to be a GxProxy grab bag. So what that is, literally a Ziploc bag supplied by us.
Yay!
I literally took a handful of stuff and put it into a Ziploc bag from GxProxy.com. And don't forget GxProxy.eu as well for our European people. In here is a carabiner, a whistle, several micro geocaches. So there's about 5 or 6 items in here. So that's the grab bag we're giving away tonight.
Plus a holder for your next logbook.
Or sandwich, whatever works. So that's how that works. Now the real cool prize we're giving away live. I showed a picture of
this is awesome.
Okay, this was given personally by Beverly. What's that? Best price for Chris Moose. Oh, best prize, Chris Moose.
I will literally give you the easiest question you could ever imagine, and I will ship that thing off to you first thing in the morning.
It's got to be pretty. It can't be much easier than mine tonight. The one for tonight's question is pretty
My question
darn
would
easy.
be like, what's your name?
Oh, multiple choice.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Oh, for geocachers, that would be.
That would be. All right, we got, by the way, if you're new coming in for the show and wondering when are they going to talk about geocaching, this is the pre-show. This is the show before the show. Then, like it says on the bottom third, podcast starts at 8:30 p.m. So we got about 6 minutes before the show actually shows. And a lot of times what we do is we just talk about stuff, and this is a great example. We get to do show and tell things. This is the prize we're giving away tonight. Beverly from GxProxy gave this personally to me with amongst a bunch of other ones, geocoins, and this is actually one of my favorites. I'm going to cry giving this away because it is gorgeous. This is what we're giving away tonight. This is called the Eye of the Dragon geocoin, and it actually is a Sherpa coin. Here's what the back looks like. It's gorgeous. And yeah, it's a Sherpa. So what happens is
It has stuff inside of stuff.
you see the head of the dragon in the center. That actually comes off. It comes off from the magnet like this, and then you can actually see the path tag that it holds in place behind it, and that's also held in place by a magnet. This is a hefty coin. It
nice.
is gorgeous. The head comes back really easy. It fits in one spot, so if it moves, it's not in place. But the second that you get it over there, and it fits, as I sit there and say how easy it is, and it doesn't get it on place there, it just fits back in place like this. It is gorgeous, and you are going to love this coin.
I love it very much.
Not only do you get this, there is also there's more. You actually
for a limited time offer.
you actually get the matching proxy coin with it.
Yeah.
So what that means is, yes, you send this out into the wild so people can appreciate, because it has a laser etching of exactly matching the front and the back of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to send out the proxy coin to go out into the world for people to enjoy, and you get to keep this baby in your collection.
Yeah,
God, these are gorgeous. Awesome. We have a couple left. I think we have one more.
Do we?
We have. She looks at me. I think we have one more.
I don't think we do.
Or I could be wrong. It has been known to happen.
I think it's wrapped up in a Christmas present.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, and has Amy on it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Man, this is gorgeous. The laser etching in this thing, this is the bronze dragon.
Yes, that is Chris Moose right there.
What's that? That's him.
That's him. The evil moose.
Oh, I love it. So, yeah, that's the prize we're giving away live tonight on the show.
Hilarious.
What's that?
I said that's hilarious.
Oh, that they got a picture of Chris Moose?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to send that thing to Colorado to live.
No.
He needs colder weather.
No. He's quite happy where he is.
Moose like colder weather.
Oh, do they now?
Yes. I think that's what they said.
So they have to go to Colorado.
Yes. The moose population have been texting me saying how
you're keeping up with moose.
Yeah. And they've told me that it was mean to keep him inside when he should be out in the wild free.
I don't know.
Colder weather.
I've been checking, and he's right here, and he's looking pretty happy.
He's not happy.
He's not content.
He's not happy. No. He's been texting the other moose.
The other mooses?
Yeah, and they've been texting me as his spokesperson.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
I had no idea. Well, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a little selfish.
They said the moose belongs there. Between me and the mafia family, I'm getting that moose there.
Wow. That's how it's gonna play, is it? Wow.
He went to Moose Heaven.
Did he? He went to Moose Heaven.
And Moose Heaven's just in Colorado.
Is it?
Yes.
I never knew.
Yes.
Wow.
Now you know.
Now I know. Hokey smokes, Bullwinkle. Yeah. So you see what I get to play with, folks. It's awesome. All right, we got about 3 minutes left. I'm trying to think of anything else. Good stuff. I hope you're having a good time out there geocaching, getting ready for your holiday geocaching and getting that all planned out. Make sure, just as a little side note, that you remember to get a route planned out where you're going if you're traveling a distance, and also coming back. You may not come back the same way that you go.
Yes, you might want to come back.
Coming back is good. We want you back, but planning a route for geocaching is important. Oh, gosh. We're getting all sorts of stuff in the chat room right now.
That was funny.
Oh, my.
That was funny.
Yeah, that one's not exactly Chris Moose.
That was awesome.
It's a cat with red antlers.
I would totally do that.
Oh, man. Our animals need therapy enough as it is.
The cat looks very angry.
He's angry cat.
Chris Nelson.
Oh, grumpy moose cat. Wow.
Ooh, Nova Scotia. We can send him to Nova Scotia.
Oh, there's cold there.
Yes.
Yes.
They have moose land there.
They do. That's pretty close to the Newfoundland area too.
Mm-hmm.
So they can
scamper together.
They can
I don't know
scamper.
if moose scamper.
I don't know if moose scamper.
Newfies scamper.
I'm sure on ice they scamper.
I'm sure pretty much on ice they're like, what the heck, man?
We'll see. And I'll. She gives me that look. I didn't even have to look here. I just looked on the screen. So yes, good stuff. All right, folks. Well, it is 8:29. It is just about time for the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast to start. We hope you enjoyed the pre-show. It's a fantastic thing. And again, thank you to In the Army. For all those donations. We'll talk a little bit about it in the show itself, but that's why we like doing the pre-show. It gives us a good chance of doing that show and tell and really let you see a lot of the cool things in the background that you may not actually get to see while just listening to the show. All right. Wow.
Now they're talking about moose head and moose drool beer.
There you go, moose drool beer. Nothing says loving like moose drool beer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, folks, sit back, relax.
Ooh, and ice cream. Moose track.
Focus. Wow. I know they started. We started it. They went on with it. Here we go. We're going to get through this, folks. Sit back, relax, get your favorite beer, your favorite libation, your favorite snack. If it's beer, go for it.
And now they want ice cream.
And ice cream. Get it together. Get us up on your big screen, your tablet, your smartphone. The GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, one way or another, is going to be getting to you right about now. The GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, where not only do we bring you fine entertainment, we also bring suggestions for
libation
types and ice cream, and now everybody's just hungry and thirsty all at the same time. We're going to hit the pub afterwards. I'm just saying. Moose drool beer. Wow.
And Moose Tracks ice cream.
See, together.
That Moose Tracks ice cream really
just says good. Love like moose. Moose and squirrel.
And now want to go to Newfoundland.
And now we want to go to Newfoundland. Yes, that's a whole different subject.
There's actually apparently no dogs there.
There's no dogs in Newfoundland?
No, Newfies.
No Newfies in Newfoundland?
That's what Dave said.
Wow. Well, we'll have to see.
He never saw any.
Yeah. Well, it's like a jackalope. You know they're around. You just don't know. You don't see them all that often. I'm just saying.
Because those don't exist. I know Newfies exist.
Oh, see, now you just spoiled it for everybody. All right. Let's move on. It's December 11th, 2014, and we are hitting the eggnog already. And in the next hour or so, both co-host Amy, the HeadHardHatress, and I'll bring you some interesting information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the libational subject known as geocaching. Oh my goodness, too much fun. Yes, I love our chat room because we have literally geocachers from all around the world, and we're talking about different things. We brought up Christmas.
No.
Because I'm only allowed to I'm only allowed to do Christmas once per show until Christmas and then Christmas, and he's the one back here.
And then he gets packed away.
Christmas is a very talented moose. He can play Jingle Bells in a very unique way, and if you want to know how Chris Moose does Jingle Bells. He actually sings, but he also improvises as well. You can watch the pre-show and find out, or listen to the pre-show. And if you don't actually get the pre-show, and you always wonder, well, how do I hear that as a podcast? Become a patron, and we'll send it to you. You get it free every week by becoming a patron. So that's part of that. And so we had Chris Moose on. Good fun. And while we're doing that, the chat room, people are bringing up pictures of Chris Moose and other mooses and cat mooses and all sorts of examples. So good stuff. Lots of fun.
Now, we're on to snipe hunting now.
Oh, snipe hunting. I love snipe hunting.
Yeah.
I love snipe hunting. It's great. Let's see. Nothing going on too much this week geocaching-wise. Weather's been kind of not the greatest, but just plain busy. It's the holiday season. Everybody's moving around, doing a lot of things. So we're going to try to do some more geocaching this weekend. Matter of fact, there is an event. Lana Kia, who is a good friend of ours from the Two Alexanders, is actually having a 12, 13, 14 event. And I was wondering if any of you guys are going to any 12, 13, 14 events, because those are actually rather popular. The 3-date ones are popular during with geocachers. Like
Okay.
the year before was like 11, 12, 13, and then the year before that was yada yada yada. So this is probably going to be one of the last ones, because there's no such thing as a 13, 14, 15. So this will be the last one of the dates that you can do. So 12, 13, 14, make sure if you can get to an event, do it.
Why is there no such thing as 13, 14, 15? Because
how many months there in a year, hon?
I know, but the dates are 12, 13, 14. So I thought that's what it was.
No, next year would actually be 13, 14, 15, and there's no February month.
No,
for 13.
I understand that, but I just thought it was the dates.
No,
honestly, I thought it was the dates.
No, it's the month, day, year.
Okay, all right.
And there's no 13th month, so this will be the last one for another 100 years or so.
I thought, wow, 3-day event.
Yeah, no, it's not for 3 days. It's just the combination of.
But you see what I mean?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm trying to move on. The numbers work like in a succession, and now you can't do it after this.
See how I work?
Yes, math was never your best forte.
No, but the dates are still the same.
Yeah, good. We're going to move on. And Amy's going to tell, because I tell too much last time, Amy's going to talk about her part, which says Amy right here.
The hangout.
There.
Yeah, I'm smarter
Amy.
than I look, and I'm acting right now. The December hangout is the December 27th at 2 p.m., where we're going to have special discounts, prizes to give away, and, don't forget your recipes. Get those in. If you're not going to be at the hangout, please, 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 please email him your recipes.
Yes, we are calling out to the entire GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe. Everybody out there, we're asking for one holiday recipe. Could be a drink, could be a dessert, could be any part of a meal. And just send it to gsreboot@gmail.com, GSREBOOT@gmail.com, and in there put in the subject line holiday recipe. Send it in to us. If it's a family recipe, give a little backstory to it. So tell us where it's from and how it came to be and why it's one of your favorites, and go from there. We are going to compile this all together, and we're going to put it together. And for the actual hangout, we're going to give it to all the patrons, so that everybody who is a patron that comes to the hangout, you get it first. After that, we'll put the option for you, if you're interested in the collection of holiday recipes, to ask for it, and we'll send it to you that way afterwards. But we need to get the recipes in so we can put them together. The sooner the better. Please have them in before Christmas. If you can get them in before Christmas, that'll give us a day to compile them all together and get everything put in and set it that way. We're not going to do anything shy of sharing them. That's it. Nothing else will happen with them, and everybody can get a flavor literally from all around the world.
Yep.
Awesome.
Lisa's doing they're hosting an event that day.
Okay.
That
12, 13, 14?
Evidently I was very confused about.
Yes.
At 15, 16 p.m.
Oh, so it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Awesome. See, I love that. That's great. It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so you say to yourself, wow, this is a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun watching the pre-show. We went over all this stuff that that was going on during that. We got to visit with Chris Moose and have such a cool time talking about different things, plus all the goodies and things that happen on with the show each and every week. How do we get involved with this? How do we become part of the GeoSnippits universe? It's very simple. All you have to do, one, to watch our podcast live, all you have to do is go to www.geosnippets.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock for the pre-show. Join in the chat room. Watch us live as we do the show. Contribute to it. Like I said, the chat room's rocking. We have a ton of people in there, and they are just, they go off on their own way. They're just, you name it. They talk about all sorts of stuff during the show. Sometimes it's stuff that we're talking about. Sometimes it's other stuff like, moose drool beer. I mean, it's just cool stuff. So that's what you want to get a part of. Come on, join the rest of us because it is fun. We also have all our social links, including for you to subscribe to our YouTube link. Please, if there's two things that you want to absolutely do. One, On the right-hand side of our websites is our YouTube subscribe button. Then anytime we do a YouTube video, anytime we do a podcast, anytime we do anything like that, it immediately goes into your subscribe button. But you have to subscribe to us to get it. So anytime we do a vlog or anything like that, it instantly goes to you. You don't have to go searching for it. Also, we want you to add us to your Google Plus links. Look for HeadHardHat and look for HeadHardHatress and add us to your Google Plus links. That way, a lot of times we ask for questions for the show. I've got a couple of good ones that we're going to be discussing in future episodes that we just went out and got a lot of really good feedback from geocachers about. And if you want to get involved with that, so add us to your Google Plus circles. And all you have to do is go to geosnippits.com, click on the social links link, and then click on the buttons underneath our pictures. And you can get to like Amy with Facebook, you can get to me with Twitter, you get to the ones to the shows, because we have information in all those different areas, all for you to find and enjoy. So thank you so much with that. And finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your questions, your comments, your suggestions, your feedback by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't even have to use that if you don't want to. You can go to geosnippets.com, click on the Send Voicemail tab on the right side of the screen, and you get up to 3 minutes that you can tell us anything you want. Milestones, things that you've done, things that you'd like to see about the show, things that you'd like to discuss about past episodes, all that stuff. Anything that's geocaching related, we want to find out, and we will get you onto the show with that as well. It's a lot of fun, and it's free. Be sure that you give it a try.
We've already discussed this.
That was in the pre-show.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got a spectacular package from John Ruths, he's also known as in the Army. He is a major in the Army stationed in Egypt right now.
Yes.
And he sent us some very, very cool items.
And there's a lot of them. We're going to show you a couple here. If you want to see more about this, check out the pre-show, because we went in depth for a lot of this. But we want to show you a couple of the highlights. This is cool. And this is from Egypt.
Yeah. This is a U.S. Embassy coin. It says United States Embassy, Cairo on one side, and Department of State, United States of America on the other.
Yeah, this is an amazing coin. And John asked one thing of us out of this, and that's to add this to our collection behind us, of which we will probably do. Matter of fact, if you notice, we have 5 cases that are full behind us. We are adding another one in about another week or so, and this will be part of that collection. Thank you, John. This is amazing. We are very proud to put this into our collection.
And we got a pin that matches the front of that coin that has the American and the Egyptian flag crossing, which most of the embassy employees wear.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
excuse me.
There were a couple of refrigerator magnets that we thought were very, very cool and pretty.
Yep.
This is probably my favorite item one of them. I mean, I was just oohing
There's a bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
A couple of times while we were going through this, she was so excited. Yeah. She said, mine, mine.
Yeah, sound like the little birds on Finding Nemo. But these are actually papyrus papers, and this is the hieroglyphic alphabet, but
different types of hieroglyphics
different
as
type
well.
Of hieroglyphics, pictures and that type of thing.
But it's on actual papyrus.
But it is absolutely stunning work.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to get a frame to put all of these in, so we can keep them nice and not mess them up.
Yeah, John sent us a bunch of stuff, a whole box of it, matter of fact, from Egypt. And one of the things that he said is, send some of this out as swag, because
this is not going out as swag.
Some of this stuff we're keeping.
That.
This is like too cool. But some of the other things, he sent some bracelets and some Egyptian coins and some other things like that. We're gonna actually, when we go geocaching, we're gonna actually add that to our swag bag and put a little note in there saying it's from in the Army and that it came from Egypt. Yeah. So I mean, how many times do you find treasure like that?
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do with that. And again, we want to say thank you to in the Army and Major and John. John Ruth. Thank you so much for all that. That's a fantastic prize.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service as well. Absolutely. And anybody that wants to send stuff like this, we will be more than glad to show off. So we appreciate it and we love it. And we are like kids in Christmas time when things like this come in. So really, really cool stuff. All right, good stuff. Let's move on. You've got 1 week left, folks. 1 week left to get your entries in for the Borg Cube. We want once again to say thank you to cash-advance.com that we have this not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 Borg Cube geocoins that if you take all 6 together, they form an actual Borg Cube. I have one. It is one of my premier Break the Ice topics. If I've got a geek at the house or whatever and we want to talk about something, I bring that out and say, hey, did you ever see one of these before? And it is awesome. Yeah, they all drool and want it, and how do you get it? So that's when I tell them about Cash Advance, but you don't have to.
And I roll my eyes and go play with cats because that's what crazy cat ladies do.
So that's what we do. We tell about Cash Advance, and you can get these at Cash Advance, but if you want to win one and get all 6 coins and get a complete cube, you've got 1 week left to do this. You can go to geosnippets.com for all the details, but long story short, you have up to 4 ways of getting an entry in. If you send in an entry to gsreboot@gmail.com and under the subject line put Board Cube Contest, inside put your geocaching alias and your address, send that in, that gets you 1 entry. If you're a patron, and you send an entry in, you automatically get a 2nd entry in, so that's 2. If you send a photo with your entry that has some type of Borg theme with it, with the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast logo somewhere in it, that'll get you a 3rd entry. And finally, if you go to Stitcher or iTunes and give us a review for the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, that will get you a 4th. 4 entries to possibly win. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, for this contest, since we've announced it, we have had a record number of entries in before we even add all the extras. So if you want a good chance to get in, one, you got to play it to win it. Get your entry in. You can't win if you don't get an entry in. And if you want to add to those chances, do those things that we just talked about. And we will do a we got somebody down in the chat room already. That's awesome. We are going to do the announcement next week. So next week, the week before Christmas, we announce the winner for the Borg Cube. I can't wait. Taz427 already put a picture up in the chat room of us with the Borg Cube with the GeoSnippets graphic put into it. Good job. That was a nice job. Awesome stuff. And don't feel free to put that on the social networks too, because that just tells other people about it as well. That's awesome. Way to go. All right, let's move on. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by cash-advance.com for all your geocaching needs. Cash-advance.com. Go find it.
And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippets links and use the promo code HeadHardhat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified of when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors, and if you want to see more of their products, be sure to go to our GeoSnippets websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. And we also want to do another plug for our Sponsors Corner. We have been highlighting for the Christmas season on geosnippets.com. If you click on a place called the Sponsors Corner, we've got logos and we've got a link up there. It will immediately take you to an area where you have a choice from geocoin.com, cash-advance.com, and pins.com. Inside those pages are special promo codes and featured items that they would like you to know about, and special pricing that goes with many of them as well. So be sure to check them out. They change almost on a weekly basis. We still have a couple weeks left before Christmas, and it's not too late to get your orders in for that. Check them out and check out the different options that you have available for you. Again, it's our Sponsors Corner right there on the geosnippets.com website. Be sure to check it out and take advantage of all the specials and everything that's there. Let's move on. Yeehaw! Yep. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, HeadHardHat's Geocaching Quiz, episode 92. Yes, we are going to do something just a little bit different tonight. You always hear about all these different quizzes and ways of learning about geocaching, and, I sat there for a second and went, you know what? I bet I could do one of these quizzes and make it rather challenging. So that's what we're doing tonight. We are actually doing HeadHardHat's geocaching quiz.
Oh, these are easy. Sorry.
Wow. Thank you by my co-host, Amy, the HeadHardHatress. All right. That'll get you something to start off with. So, anyways, this is what happens when
round one.
She's just
so
reading.
Harder.
She's reading this stuff.
Yeah.
And going through. That's what happens when you don't go to the meetings. So that's how that works. So actually, what's going to happen is we're going to ask Miss Amy some questions, and we're going to go over the answers. But we want you fine folks to go along with us and take the quiz.
Yes.
Now, there's a reason why you want to do this. We'll give you a couple of seconds to go get some pencils and paper, and so that you can keep score of what you do with your quiz as you take it.
If you're ambidextrous, you get 2 pencils.
Yes. Anyways, the reason why you want to do this is that we are going to give away a prize. Now, as you know or may not know, we are not going to record live on Christmas Day. So what we are going to do, we are going to have a show go out on Christmas Day, but it's going to be pre-recorded. So what we are going to do is we're going to do the quiz tonight. You're going to send in us your scores for how well you did on the quiz, and know how well you did has nothing to do with getting the prize. But you're going to send us your scores in, and for each email that you send in, 1 per person, please, of your scores, you're going to have an entry for a prize that we're going to give away on Christmas Day. We're not even going to tell you what the prize is. I'm just going to tell you it's going to be really, really cool, and you're going to be very glad that you got into this.
Really?
So you're going to send your scores to gsreboot@gmail.com. In the subject line, you're going to put HHH quiz scores, and you're going to send it in to, starting tonight, and we will go up to just before we record the show. So let's say that it's got to be in before, let's see, let me get a date here, since I want to check this out. So we're going to record, let's have it in by the 22nd, Monday the 22nd. If you have it in by then, we will record the show, and we will have it ready for you on the 25th when the show actually goes out. So on the 22nd, have them in, and we will have that going for you, and somebody's going to win a really, really cool prize that you will find out on Christmas Day. Our surprise is cool. So let's get into this right now as I figure out which mouse I want to use. The way this is going to work,
the electronics.
right? The way this is going to work is we have 4 rounds. All right, 4 rounds, 5 questions each round. Yes. Each round gets slightly harder than the others. Now, we're also going to use this as a slight teaching tool as well.
Can you reiterate what the email address is?
Yes, gsreboots@gmail.com. So it's gsreboot@gmail.com. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job. And if you have any questions, just say it in the chat room or write to us, and we'll answer them for you. So here we go. Round 1.
Try to be good.
Okay, and we're going to have Miss Amy C. You're not going to answer any of the questions right now?
Oh, I'm not.
Not right now. We're going to do 5 at a time. We're going to ask the 5 questions for the round.
Okay.
We're going to let the people try to catch up to answer them.
Okay.
Then we'll go over the answers, and then they can start totaling up which ones they got right and wrong.
They just really want me to blurt them out.
Right. Yeah. Well, no cheating. Sorry. You got to be honest with this one, folks. We can't cheat here. If
Like at this rate, it's possible. All
right. So here we go. Round 1, the questions are worth 1 point each. So you can get up to 5 points for round 1. Here we go. 5 questions.
All right.
Question number 1. We're going to ask you folks, and then we'll go over the answers.
Okay.
Question 1, and you can answer. You can say some of these too if we want to go off each one. I'll do the first one. The bison tube itself is made of 3 parts: the top, the bottom, and one key sealing item. What is that item called? Question number 1. The bison tube itself is made of 3 parts: the top, the bottom, and one key sealing item. What is that item? Question number 2, Miss Amy.
I actually knew that before.
Okay.
What size geocache is just large enough to hold a geocoin, yet big enough to hold a sandwich? What size geocache is just large enough to hold a geocoin, yet big enough to hold a sandwich?
Ooh, we just did a show about that.
Yes, we did.
Question number 3. What does CETO stand for? What does CETO stand for question number 3?
All right. Question number 4 is, what level of difficulty requires special equipment?
Ooh.
Yep. What level of difficulty requires special equipment?
Question number 5. What type of geocache has only a container and a log of which must be signed when found? What type of geocache has only a container and a log which must be signed when found? All right, that's round 1. That doesn't sound like too hard, does it?
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, let's move on to the answers. Let's see how you did in round 1. Now, keep in mind, the point system is you get 1 point for a correct answer in round 1 for each one. All right, so the answer 2, the bison tube is made of 3 parts: the top, the bottom, and one key sealing item. What was that item?
The O-ring.
An O-ring. Very good. Question 2, what size geocache is just large enough to hold a geocoin, yet big enough to hold a sandwich? And that would be?
Small.
A small. Number 3, what does CETO, or CETO, stand for?
Nobody says that, do they?
Sonny from Podcaster does.
Oh. Cash in, trash out.
That's right. Cash in, trash out. Question 4, what level of difficulty requires special equipment? And that would be a 5. And finally, question number 5, what type of geocache has only a container and a log of which must be signed when found? And that would be, of course,
a traditional
geocache. So how'd you do? Round 1, not too hard, huh?
Mm-mm.
Think you got through it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can take on round 2. Here we go. Now, round 2 also has 5 questions. Now, these questions go up in points. So these are worth 10 points each. All right, let's move on. Question number 6. The geocaching logo has the colors yellow, green, blue, and what? Ooh, think about this. The geocaching logo has the colors of yellow, green, blue, and what? All right.
Number 7. The public code of a travel bug always starts with what 2 letters?
Ooh.
The public code of a travel bug always starts with what 2 letters?
Ooh. Good stuff.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Getting harder. Question 8. What type of geocaching.com membership allows pocket queries? What type of geocaching.com membership allows pocket queries? Ooh.
Number 9. As a premium member, you are allowed to acknowledge a geocache if you like it. What is this acknowledgement known as?
Ooh. Good one. Do it again.
As a premium member, you are allowed to acknowledge a geocache if you like it. What is this acknowledgement called?
Awesome. And finally, for round 2, question 10. On a geocaching.com geocache page, as a finder, you can save information no one else can see. What is this text area called? Do you know this one, Miss Amy?
Mhm.
On a geocaching.com page, as a finder, you can save information no one else can see. What is this text area called? All right, guys, tally up your stuff. We're going to go over the answers now to see what we have. Let's start with question number 6. The geocaching logo has the colors yellow, green, blue, and
Orange.
orange.
According to Lisa, though, they've changed their logo.
Okay, we'll go by the traditional then
Okay.
with that one. Let's see. Question number 7. The public code of a travel bug always starts with 2 letters, and those would be
TB.
TB. Again, there's a public code that you can give out for people that can go and check out the travel bug without actually getting into the heavy nitty-gritty information. So you can learn about it, but not necessarily get the specifics. And there's the code you find on the tags themselves. The public code is the one that you can give to anybody so that they can't grab it from you. That's what the public codes are used for.
Mm.
All right. Question 8. What type of geocaching membership allows pocket queries?
Premium.
The premium membership, absolutely. Question 9. As a premium member, you are allowed, see, it even had a little foreshadowing there. You didn't even know. As a premium member, you're allowed to acknowledge a geocache if you like it. What is that acknowledgement called?
Favorite point.
Favorite points. Very good. And finally, 10 is on geocaching.com webpage. As a finder, you can save information no one else can see. What is this text area called?
A personal cache log.
A personal cache log. Absolutely. That's what they call it on the webpage on geocaching.com. All right, 10 points each for round 2. How are you guys doing? I'd be curious to see how the guys are doing in the chat room. All right.
Round 1 was 5 points per question.
1 point per
Was it-
question.
Oh, I thought you said 5
Oh, I'm
points.
sorry. It is 5 points per question. You're correct. No, 5 points total.
Okay.
You're confusing me.
I'm sorry.
Right. Round 1, 1 point each, 5 points total for round 1. The next one is
10 points total, but it's 2 points
each. Right.
Okay.
Right. So sorry for the confusion.
They're asking. That's why I was looking.
Okay. The reason the way the point system goes is round 1 is 1 point, round 2 is 2 points, round 3 is 3 points, round 4 is 4 points. All right.
Well, that's way too complicated for me, apparently.
So again, round 2, 2 points each, 10 points total.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to, are you ready for round 3? They're getting tougher. Let's see how your knowledge goes when it comes to geocaching. These are 3 points each, so that gives you a total of 15 points for round 3. Here we go. Question number 11. Out of travel bugs, path tags, and geocoins,
Oh, my.
which are these that you can keep as swag? Out of travel bugs, path tags, and geocoins, which are these that you can keep as swag?
Oh, I almost answered it.
Don't do it yet.
I
But
almost did.
I'll let you do question 12.
12. Okay. Who placed the
Okay, this is good. You got to get these.
who placed the first container from the game called Great American GPS Stash Hunt?
One more time because people are going, huh?
Who placed the first container from the game called the Great American GPS Stash Hunt?
That's right. I told you these questions are going to get harder. You're going to start wondering now. All right, question 13. What is the last stage of a multi-cache called? Question 13. What is the last stage of a multi-cache called? All right, Miss Amy?
If you wanted to be alerted that a new FTF geocache has been published, what geocaching.com service would you use?
Okay, for question 14.
If you wanted to be alerted that a new FTF geocache has been published, what geocaching.com service would you use?
Ooh, good one. Now we're starting to get into the people that have been around for a while and people that want to be first to find hogs. This answer is for you. All right, for question 15, here's one for you. What does the acronym PAF stand for? For question 15, what does the acronym PAF stand for? All right, 2 points or 3 points each for round 3, 15 points total. Let's see what your answers are. For question number 11, out of travel bugs, path tags, and geocoins, which are these that you can keep as swag?
Path tags.
Path tags. The other ones are travelers.
Blurted it out.
Question 12, Miss Amy.
Who placed the first container from the game called the Great American GPS Stash Hunt? That would be Dave Ulmer.
That's Dave Ulmer is the grandfather of geocaching. Before it was actually known as geocaching, Dave called it the Great American GPS Stash Hunt. GPS or geocaching was actually brought on shortly after that. All right. Number 13. What is the last stage of a multi-cache called?
The final.
The final. Very good. 14. If you wanted to be alerted that a new FTF geocache has been published, what geocaching.com service would you use? And that's, of course, their instant notification service. So if you're wondering how those first-to-find hounds are getting there faster than you are, it's because they have a service that looks for publications in a particular area based just like a pocket query. And if it shows up, it sends a text message or an email to them saying, this just got published, and you're off to the races. So if you're wondering how they do it, that's it. All right, question number 15, Miss Amy.
What does the acronym PAF stand for? Phone a friend.
That's right. You don't know where that geocache is, but you know the geocacher that hid it? Hided it? You give them a call. And there's actually stuff being done now that can automatically click on it and it calls that person right off the bat. I love it.
That's called speed dial.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right. So how you guys doing? I see somebody saying batting 1,000 so far. Maybe they need to be just a little bit more tricky. We'll have to see. Round 4 is a doozy. If you do round 4, I think you're pretty much set through there. You'll know if you're a true geocacher whiz, and you can take on the HeadHardhat Geocaching Challenge. All right. Round 4 is 4 points each. 4 points each, 5 questions, 20 points total. Let's go over it. Question number 16. What difficulty should a geocache have if it requires overnight or several days?
Really?
Yep. What difficulty should you give a geocache if it may take overnight or several days to do? Question 17, Miss Amy.
All right. What suffix or file type does Pocket Queries use? What suffix or type do Pocket Queries use?
File type.
What did I say?
You just said type. Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry.
What suffix
File
or
type.
file type does Pocket Queries use? Question number 18. What terrain rating should you give if the path traveled has the following? Some overgrowth, some steep elevation changes, or maybe more than a 2-mile hike? What terrain rating should you give if the path traveled has some overgrowth, some steep elevation changes, or more than a 2-mile hike? Miss Amy, question 19.
Who was the first person to start collecting coordinates and other caching activity, then place it on a mailing list?
Who, when geocaching first started, way back when it was the cache stash game, or the stash game, who was the first person, and it was actually a month later if you really want to know, later started collecting the coordinates and the other caching activity and then started pasting it on a mailing list? Who was that individual? And then finally, the last one, question 20. Go ahead.
What were the original rules to finders left by Dave Ulmer?
One more time.
What were the original rules to finders left by Dave Ulmer?
Awesome. When he first put the first geocache down, it wasn't even called a geocache then, what were the rules that he gave when you went to find it? All right, that's question number 20. Let's wrap up round 4 and see how you guys did. Again, 4 points each, up to 20 points for round 4. Question 16. What difficulty should you give a geocache if it may require going overnight or several days? Believe it or not, it goes by a difficulty rating of 4.
Really?
Yes, and that's based out of
That surprises me.
That's based out of the geocaching.com guidelines.
Really?
Yep, and that's why we do these quizzes.
I
It's
just
like, holy
would
cow.
not have guessed that.
Yep.
All right.
Question 17.
What suffix or file type do pocket queries use?
And it's
.gpx.
.gpx files, absolutely. Question 18. What terrain rating should you give if the path traveled has some overgrowth, some steep elevation changes, or more than a 2-mile hike? And that would be a terrain rating of 3. Again, coming out of the geocaching guidelines. Question 19. Who was the first person to start collating coordinates and other caching activity, then placing it on a mailing list? And that would be?
Mike Teague.
Mike Teague was the first person. He was actually also the first person that found Dave Umler's geocache.
Really?
Yes.
He's the
And he
first
started
one.
collecting all the data from mailing lists. And for you boys and girls that don't realize, before the internet, some of the only ways that you
Snail
could
mail.
After snail mail and before the internet, the only way that you could communicate, usually through colleges, was through mailing lists and going that way. That was some of the first electronic listing sites. And then finally, question 20.
What were the original rules to finders left by Dave Ulmer? The rules for the finder were simple: take some stuff, leave some stuff.
Absolutely. That was it. That was the original rules for Dave Umler when he did the first cache. So there you go. Level 4, or round 4, is worth 4 points each for 20 points. Now, if you total up your score and you get absolutely all of them right, you're going to end up with 50 points. So that's how that works. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. This is a lot of fun going over because you get a lot of hits, and hopefully we got things going. And if we want just a quick flyby for each of the rounds, it's very simple. Round 1, each question was worth 1 point each. Round 2, each question was worth 2 points each. Round 3, each question was worth 3 points each. In round 4, each question was 4 points each. If you total them up, it's going to be 50 points. Now, for you to become eligible for this prize that we're going to be giving away on Christmas Day on our pre-recorded show, send in your scores and your geocaching alias to gsreboot@gmail.com, gsreboot@gmail.com, and in the subject line put HeadHardHat. Let me get the right thing here. HeadHardHat quiz scores. Again, HHH quiz scores, and send that to gsreboot@gmail.com. Your score does not reflect on whether you're going to win a prize or not, and the people with the most points are not going to be more eligible than you are. It's literally just for fun, but send your scores in. We're kind of curious to see how people did on this, and we will give the prize out on our show on Christmas Day. And again, that'll be a pre-recorded show. So try to get your answers in before or at...
Look at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, I'm looking at...
No.
Oh, I had the pre-show up all this time?
Yes.
Oh, guess what? It's not the pre-show. Wow. We get so wrapped up in stuff. That's how that goes. Awesome. Thank you for telling us. This has been the world's longest pre-show ever. So again, send that in to gsreboot@gmail.com, and each entry, 1 entry per person, please, will get you in for a fantastic prize. And we will do a drawing again on the show for Christmas Day. Awesome stuff. All right. Fun stuff. Fantastic stuff. I hope you learned a lot out of this. It was a lot of fun. And we will move on from there. I hope you enjoyed HeadHardHat's geocaching quiz. Let's move on.
Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts and your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you.
Absolutely. And this is gives an absolutely great time, especially with all the contests that are going on right now and all the other things, because quite frankly, we got to pay the bills. When it comes to the show and hosting and the websites and what have you, if you haven't considered, or even if you are considering to become a patron, please decide to do that and become a supporting member for the show. Not only are you, part of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe, you actually help us keep the shows going. And all you need to do is go to www.patreon.com/HeadHardHat or click on one of our logos. When it comes to on our GeoSnippits website, it'll take you right to the page. Just very quickly, there are a set of rewards there. The more that you give, and no matter how much you give, it can be as much, or you can qualify for any of the rewards and still give $1 a week, is the way that works. So what you do is you choose one of your rewards. If you choose one of the higher ones, which most of the people do anyways, you get all the other rewards that are nested below that as well. So the higher the amount that you pledge to give, even if at $1 a week, you still get all the other rewards with that, and there's a bunch. Go check out www.patreon.com/HeadHardHat and see all the information there. And if you have any questions, be sure to give us a call or send us an email. We'll be glad to answer those for you. But from the bottom of our hearts, we greatly appreciate all the patrons that provide for our show. And if you want to use PayPal as well, that's also all you have to do is go to our website, and on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see PayPal, Patreon, all those there. Any of your donations is greatly appreciated, and with those, you also get all the rewards that go along with that, including contests that we do as well. So again, thank you so much for everything that you do for keeping us going. Let's move on. Yeah, we're getting a lot of good feedback from everybody in the chat room. They like the quiz, so I'm glad you do. We'll do this every once in a while just for fun because it is cool.
They're like, do it more often.
Awesome. That's what we'll do. That's the feedback we like hearing from you guys, because if we know that you like it, then we're going to do it. Yeah. So we will be doing more quizzes now. I'm glad this was actually kind of an experiment, and I was kind of wondering how it was going to go one way or the other.
He's like, I'm going to quiz you. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, so we're so glad that you did. We're glad, and we will do more quizzes. And this is a cool thing, and I love it, and I'm glad you guys do too. Fantastic. Okay, let's move on. The GeoSnippits Geocaching Cache Dash. Let me explain what that is. We have some of the best companies in the geocaching world, and they want to tell you fine folks about the products that they provide. So what they do in that particular case is they take some of their products and they send them to us, and we act like little kids on Christmas Day as we go through the boxes of it and seeing all the cool stuff that's out there. It's a lot of fun. Well, besides that, we actually take those things and then we turn them into prizes and give them to you guys too, which is actually more beneficial.
After I say, can I have this?
And I say no. Yeah, so that's how that works. But yeah, that's how the Geocaching Cache Dash works. We do a question each week, and we are on question 91. That's 91 prizes we have given away just on those alone since we have been around. That is so cool. And we thank our sponsors for giving us those prizes products to give away as prizes. So, Miss Amy, why don't we do yet another question for episode 91? What was the prize?
I love these. I have a pair that I love. From GxProxy.com, they are signal earrings, which are also trackable.
Yes, I'm going to bring this up onto the screen so you fine folks can see them.
Aren't they cute?
They're awesome.
Yes.
Yes, they're little teeny tiny Signal the Frog earrings, and if you want these as gifts for the female geocacher in your life, they do love them. They are awesome.
They're so cute.
And they're trackable.
Yes. All right, the question was, what year did GeoSnippits geocaching videos start?
Ooh, yes. I started GeoSnippits geocaching tutorial videos way back in what year?
2008.
2008. And
tell me you haven't turned that on yet.
I'm going to see if it's doing its plan with me. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Ooh,
I was like, ooh, it wasn't going up. The reason why we were panicking
I'm like,
is I have on here my random number generator, which does one thing.
It randomly picks numbers.
It randomly picks numbers. So what we do is we put in the number 1 to the total number of correct answers, and I hit the button, which then gives me a random number between that range. It's not 4. So what will happen is will have up on the screen over here the total set of emails that goes from the list. And what will happen is Miss Amy will take her magic coin and flip it. And it's going to say either heads or tails. If it's heads, we will count down the random number from the top of the list. So say, for example, it's 4. It's not.
It's not.
We will count, if it's heads, we will count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. And if it's tails, we will count from the bottom of the list up 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see where the coin is?
No.
Where did it go?
My coin is gone.
Where did it go?
It's over there.
It's under the desk.
Yes.
All right. This is what's fun about doing live shows.
You want me to go get it?
No, I don't want you to go do it. So what we are going to do is use the magic DeBear card that has heads with DeBear's Lego on the front and the bear on the back of this. This is live show. So I'm going to throw this, and it's going to land heads or tails. Which way is it, ma'am?
Heads.
Heads. So that is our random magic card. Thank you, DeBear, for giving me this, for using our random card. All right.
I apologize. I simply missed the coin when I tried to catch it.
Yes, it's called dropped. All right, I am going to count
choose
down.
miss.
Okay. So I got to go down the list. Give me a second here. All right, so we have... Okay, so that would be this one, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, okay, so that's the right one.
All
I
right.
will mark it, and our winner is Steve Apple. Steve won something not too long ago, matter of fact. Congratulations, he won something else. He has the correct answer, and that will go over here, and I will make this so she can put this in. Awesome. So Steve Apple is the winner for episode 91. All right, let me get this off so that's there. Good stuff. And we'll go digging for the magic geocoin when we get a chance in a little bit. Wow, good stuff.
Sorry.
Hey, you can't catch them all, honey.
I didn't mean to.
Well, what? I'm not, because you dropped a coin, really? Okay, good stuff. Let's move. I'm just glad we had the DeBear card to play. That's good stuff.
Oh, we could have flipped the embassy coin.
Yeah, we could have flipped the embassy coin too. All right. Now, you might say, hey, this is pretty cool. We get to see Andy and Amy fumble around when things get dropped, but how do I get in so I can win all the cool prizes? Well, it's really simple. To be eligible to win a prize from the Cash Stash, all you have to do is this. You got to play it to win it. You send in a correct answer for each week. This one for episode 92, you have to have in by 12 noon Wednesday, December 17th, 2014. Email it to gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject line, put Q1, episode 92 for this week. Again, that's subject Q1, episode 92. All correct answers will be put in a drawing, just like you saw. Some weeks for the people in the live chat room. We'll also have a second prize that we give away right there, right then. Like tonight. That's right, folks. We got 2 weeks left. We've got this week and next week that we are giving away live prizes for each of our shows. And tonight is no exception for our holiday spectacular. It's just our way of giving some extra gifts because the sponsors have been fantastic this year. They gave us a ton of goodies and prizes for the Cash Stash, and why not give them away so that you fine folks can enjoy them as well. So that's why we've been giving them away for the past month or so, really.
Yeah.
So fantastic stuff. So good things. Let's move on, though, before we get to that particular question number 2. Let's do the question for this week's episode, which is episode 92.
Yeah. From GxProxy.com. The grab bag
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to show that.
Awesome.
Filled with a whistle, carabiner, and several micro geocaches.
Yes, I went through.
Plus that handy bag for your logbook.
Yes, we actually donated the Ziploc bag used to hold all the goodies. I just grabbed a whole handful of stuff out of the GxProxy.com box of goodies that they send to us, and because we got a lot of cool swag, and since it's a holiday season, we wanted to get a little bit more for a prize. So instead of just giving a one away, we're giving about 5 or 6 different items here. Literally a carabiner, a whistle, and a bunch of micros.
Yep.
So that's what we're giving away. We want to thank again Beverly at GxProxy.com for that wonderful prize.
And this has to be the easiest question.
One of the easiest ones we've ever done.
Besides, what's your name?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What date does traditional Christmas Day fall on?
There you go. I want to see a lot of people going for this one. This one can't be that difficult.
It really can't.
What date does traditional Christmas Day fall on?
Yeah.
Send it in. We'll go over it next week and give away all those fantastic goodies from GxProxy.com.
I might know the answer to this one.
Okay, so this is good. And I'm thinking after the people doing our quiz just going, well, one more question. Really? I wanted to make it easier for you. All right, good stuff. Now, let's move on to the cool things. And I'm going to turn
my gosh.
This is something that is...
I want this coin so bad.
I took this out of the package.
Of course, I say that all the time.
I took this out of the package because it's worthy of showing. So this is how this goes. So I'll let you look at this. This is an amazing coin. If you saw Facebook or if you saw Google Plus,
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Before the show came out, we did a photograph of this and sent it out. This is called, and again, this is from GxProxy.com. This is one of those ones you're going to want for your collection. This is a Sherpa coin called the Eye of the Dragon. Now, the way this works is the coin itself has a path tag with a symbol on it from GxProxy that fits on the front of the dragon, and there is a piece that also is held up by a magnet, which is the head of the dragon, and that goes up partially over the coin and over the path tag itself. And go ahead and show it just like that.
Yeah, I am here.
And that's the whole coin. It is gorgeous, and if you show the back as well, it is beautiful. It is called the Eye of the Dragon. It's got such a good weight. If you appreciate geocoins, you know what I'm talking about. When you hold a geocoin and it has heft to it, this has heft to it.
It's really
It's a
nice.
Sherpa coin. It's gorgeous. We held this special just to do a couple of weeks before Christmas because we know you, our viewers and listeners, are going to want this coin.
Yep.
So how do you get it? You play tonight, and we're giving this away to some lucky winner. Not only do you get it, thank you people in the chat room for breaking this up, not only do you get that coin, you also get this. This is the proxy coin from GxProxy.com, which is laser etched. If you've ever seen their proxy coins, you want these to go out instead of your coins that you have in your collection. This is laser etched to match exactly what the Eye of the Dragon coin looks like, but you put this out into the wild, keep this in your collection. That is really awesome. You get both coins tonight. We are giving it away right now. She's sitting here patting the thing. Okay, this is how that works. I'm going to put this up here so that you can see. It's actually magnetic, so I'm going to put this over here.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
So this is how we're going to do it, folks. We are going to do a traditional email race. So this is how this works.
Like we always do.
Like we've been doing for the past few weeks. This is cool. Now, the idea is get your favorite email device ready. So however you do your email, you are going to want to put in the address to send to gsreboot@gmail.com. Again, gsreboot, GSREBOOT @gmail.com. We're going to give you a couple extra minutes or seconds to get this ready. So take your time. Don't rush. gsreboot@gmail.com. Don't send it yet. The subject line, you're going to want to put Q2 for question 2. And you're also going to want to put episode 92. This is how we distinguish the difference between the contests. Again, gsreboot@gmail.com, subject line Q2, episode 92. Now, there's something that you're going to need to put into your body of your email. Do not send this out yet until we do this. This is how we do our flag to get people ready for this. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. I'm getting this ready so that I can get our stuff in, and we will go from there. Yet? Man, we already got stuff in for the question.
Well, come on.
Wow. All right, so I have refreshed our email.
You ready?
Miss Amy's going to tell you what to put in. When she says what to put it in and send it. All right, Miss Amy, you're on.
You ready? In the body, you're going to put Snuggle Muggle.
And hit send.
Snuggle Muggle.
And hit send. Go! All right, Miss Amy, let's wrap this puppy up and see who wins this fantastic prize before you steal it. Here we go.
Or drop it.
Well, we are already getting fantastic feedback, and a bunch of people have already put in for this week's contest. Good for you. So that's excellent. We really do appreciate it, and we appreciate the feedback about wanting to do more quizzes. We are going to definitely take that in and do some more. Thank you so much for your feedback. We appreciate it. Matter of fact, please do this for us. Let us know exactly what you think about things like that in future shows, because this is how we get things going. We don't want to guess. We want to find out from you guys straight up. Let us know what you think about our show, and we can move on from there. Second, become a patron. Go to patreon.com, HeadHardHat. Check that out in the search and become a patron to our show. Become a contributing member to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe and help literally keep the lights on so that we can continue on with the show. Finally, tell other geocachers, especially new geocachers, when it comes to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. And some of the best ways that you can do that is just do a shout out in your favorite social networks. If you're a Twitter person, send them out and say, hey, make sure you check out GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast on Twitter. If it's Google Plus or if it's Facebook, send a link and say, hey, check out GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast to all the people in your social links. That spreads the word the best. And that just helps bring more people into the universe, and we greatly, greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see. I'm going to hit refresh here, and we will see what happens. And kafoom. You just see it going all the way down. All right, let's do this. I'm going to see, holy cow. Holy cow. All right. We are going to do it this way. I think the best way to do top, middle, or bottom. Miss Amy.
Middle.
Middle. All right. And I am going to put this to the middle, like so. And you are going to take your finger and press. Here. Okay. The winner is for the... Oh, all right. Congratulations.
Wow, he's going to love this.
I don't know. Should we count this? He actually put Snuggle Mogul.
Yes, of course. Come on.
Jeremy X.
Yeah.
Jeremy X. Fox to Pro, fantastic. Congratulations. Photo Pro. I always want to say Fox.
Yes, you do.
Photo Pro. Sorry about that, Jeremy. Jeremy X, you are the winner of that fantastic Eye of the Dragon geocoin. And the coins and the prizes for the past few weeks have kind of piled up. We are putting them out this weekend. So we are going to send all these out to you fine folks. If you haven't received your prize in the past couple of weeks, they're coming out now. So fantastic stuff. Congratulations again to Jeremy X. Photo Pro, you have won that fantastic prize, and I will keep it away from Amy so that you actually do get it.
Get it.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. All right. Way to go. That is fantastic. I'm going to mark this here and go from there. Wow, that was a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed the show. Again, next week is our last week. We're giving away a live prize. We usually do it once a month, but we've been literally doing it for over a month for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it is time for gift giving, and we love doing that with other products that people want us to give out as prizes. So that's cool stuff.
Yes.
We still have a heart of gold wanting to do this.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Even though I do want that coin.
I know you do, and I'm going to hide it.
All right. Hold it until You make me give it up.
Absolutely. All right, Miss Amy, close out the show.
We want to thank our sponsors, cash-advance.com and coinsandpins.com. Want to thank him, too.
That's me.
Thank everyone watching in the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in. We'll see y'all next time.
Man, we had a good time with the chat room tonight. They were buzzing all night. We had a good time. Fantastic stuff. Thanks for stopping on by, folks. We want to do a special thanks to her and also...
That's me.
That's you. And we'll see you fine folks next week, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another spine-tingling, prize-filled. We're giving away the Borg Cube next week. I can't wait. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. All right, folks. See you out on the trails. Bye-bye. Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippits.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com, visit us through our social media sites, or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519, or use our website Send Voicemail tab. The GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright 2014 by Andrew T. Smith. All rights reserved. And clear. Wow, what a cool show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we did. I know she's a lot more relieved that we didn't put her on the spot with these questions. I thought it would be interesting to see how they are. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Each stage.
Some of them I actually knew.
That's good. Well, round one was pretty good.
Easy. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, the more it went on, I'm like, I wouldn't have known that.
Man, it was good. So, yeah, don't forget, 27th is when we're going to be having the hangout for the holiday hangout. Send in your recipes. We're going to just put them together and give them to anybody that wants them. We'll put them all together, and the idea is to get recipes from around the world. So, if you got a little backstory with them, please put that in with it as well. We'll include that as in the actual thing. We're going to give them to the patrons first on the hangout. Whoever goes into the hangout and is a patron, you will get those first. After that, we'll give to whoever asked for them. And give that away. But, if it's your favorite, holiday drink, if it is, because we've got one that said, somebody said that's better than eggnog. I can't wait to try these. That's the whole thing.
I know.
Send in
cooking.
Your favorite dessert recipe, your favorite entree recipe, whatever you want to put in there, send them in. We'll put them all together. I think that would be a great little holiday gift for everybody to get that and get a taste of literally geocaches around the world.
And if you want a copy of all of the recipes, be sure when you send your recipe in, be sure you send us your address.
Yeah, sure.
So
and we can do that as well. Absolutely, we'll get that way.
If you want a hard copy.
Yep, fantastic. We had a great time, just amazingly fun with this quiz, and we will do more because we got instant feedback from everybody saying how much fun they had doing this.
Yeah.
So we'll do that and we'll go from there. And you know what? We can actually start having it so that you guys send in the questions to us as well.
That would be a cool idea.
So just send it to gsreboot@gmail.com.
Yeah,
and
quiz us.
We'll add it to the quiz.
Yeah.
So
they could quiz us.
Yeah, well, they could quiz us too.
Well,
but I think
you
it would
more
be
than me, but
I think if they send in the quiz questions, they can quiz everybody, not just us.
True.
So that'll be cool. We'll just add it to the quiz. Excellent stuff. All right, guys. Have a great week. Have a safe week. The holidays are coming. Be careful driving out there. And we will see you next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Be safe out there. See you out on the trails. Bye-bye.